The Inca Empire, Peru, 1549. High in the Andes Mountains, Spanish explorer Pedro Cieza de Leon is searching for the Inca capital of Cuyasuyu. Just south of Lake Titicaca, at an elevation of nearly 13,000 feet, he comes upon extraordinary ruins covering roughly 2.5 square miles. It is the ancient settlement of Tiwanaku. De Leon spends many months investigating the site and writes in his chronicles, the Tiwanaku contains impressive stone walls, idols of human figures, and great doorways. He also writes about an area south of the main archaeological site called Puma Punku, or Gate of the Puma. It features stone blocks so enormous, he does not understand how they could be moved by humans. And they are carved with a precision that, according to De Leon, could not be accomplished with the tools available to the Inca.
Pedro Cieza de Leon says that the local population, which was Inca, told him that this place was not built by the Incas, but it was built hundreds of years before. If the Inca themselves have said that it was not the Inca, well, then who were the pre-Incas? And there we are confronted with a gigantic question mark.
What the giant blocks formed is completely unknown. And nearly 5 centuries after its discovery by De Leon, Puma Punku remains as mysterious as ever.
It's out in this really open, high plains. Most of the stones in Puma Punku are huge. The biggest is 130 tons. There's another one that's 85 tons. Even the small ones are multi-ton, so these are huge.
The platforma litica is in the center of Puma Punku, and it's in fact the foundation. So it consists of enormous slabs of red sandstone that were brought from a quarry 8 miles to the west, over 2 mountain ranges. So how that was accomplished, I have no idea.
Another really fascinating aspect of the Puma Punku site is the distribution of these blocks. Some of them are still upright in the position that they were originally constructed in. Most of them are strewn about. It looks like you're in a child's playroom and blocks have just been knocked over from some sort of a structure that was built.
It looks like it's been destroyed by a kind of tsunami or something. It's got mud piled up everywhere, giant stones sticking out of it at crazy angles.
It remains unknown whether the structures of Puma Punku were destroyed by a cataclysm or if the construction project was simply abandoned before it was finished. But the roughly 150 megalithic blocks that can be found at the site today reveal that the builders possessed astounding stoneworking abilities.
Puma Punku has these megalithic blocks that are perfectly cut, that all of their angles are completely right angles. There's these ones in particular called H blocks that look like a big capital H. They have kind of fade lines going in where they carved the same shape in a couple of different layers, deeper and deeper into the stone. And its precision is really mind-boggling.
There are grooves that are cut with perfect 90-degree angles. It looks like they were so precise that they were done with modern-day milling machine tools.
There's stones there too that have a lot of drill holes and saw cuts and things like that in them.
It's an amazing piece of engineering that is beyond its time.
Predominantly, we have 2 types of stone at Puma Punku, and that is red sandstone and gray andesite. They have found tools made of copper and of iron and bronze at Puma Punku, and with those tools, you can absolutely cut the sandstone. However, you cannot cut the gray andesite blocks with bronze or with copper or with iron. What's interesting too is that the stone blocks that we find at Puma Punku, the surface is as if you're touching glass. It is perfection. So to me, it's possible that our ancestors figured out a way to vitrify stone.